Yes, what were we discussing in the last class?
Types of not
About suture. Yes, is it audible?
yes, ma'am.
Hmm. What are the things we were discussed in the last class?
Suturing, ma'am. Principle of suture.
Suturing and suturing materials. Yes. Next,
The
today we will
removal.
see
Yes, ma'am.
how to remove the sutures. All those things we have discussed. Is my voice is audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Today we'll see. Okay. Today we'll see how we will do the scrubbing and gowning. What do you mean by scrubbing?
Hand washing.
Hand washing. And gowning? Gowning means wearing a gown. Okay. How we will do scrubbing and what are the procedures has to be kept in the mind before doing the scrubbing and before gowning and before entering into the OT. What are the things has to kept in the mind? All those things we'll discuss. Okay. Let's see the introduction. What is the scrubbing? It's a process of removal or decreasing the bacterial count and the resident skin flora from hands and the forearms to a safe level of surgical acceptance by mechanical scrub with the help of a scrubber, brush, and a chemical antiseptic soap. What do you mean by that? How the scrubbing has to be done? It has to be done with a antiseptic soap or a antiseptic solution. Yes, why we have to do the scrubbing before entering into the OT? Because we want to remove or decrease the what bacteria from our forearms or from our hands. Yes, because of that we do scrubbing, right? Yes, no? What do you mean by skin flora? The skin flora is nothing but the disease on a skin, any microorganisms on a skin that may affect the person whom we are going to treat with. Yes, because of that we do the scrubbing. Okay. And what are the objectives for why we do the scrubbing? The main thing is to remove the soil and transient microbes from the hands and the forearms. Yes. Soil means not the soil, what you know, mud. That is not the soil here. What is the soil here? What
Dirt.
it means? Dirt. Yes, to remove the dirt and to remove the microorganism from the arms and the forearms and the hands. Because of that, we do the scrubbing. And also to reduce the resident microbial count as low as possible. Can we remove fully? Can we do our hand fully sterilized, free from fully or microorganisms? Can we do that?
No, ma'am.
No. Some or other way, the microorganisms will always be present in our hand. So at least to reduce the count of a microorganism, to reduce the chance of infection, we do the scrubbing. Okay. And also to inhibit the rapid rebound growth of microorganism. To reduce the regrowth of an organisms, we clean our hands or we scrub our hands before enter into the OT. Okay. What will be the OT attire or what will be the OT dress? What are the things we'll wear before going to OT? The same story repeats, right? The same thing we have discussed in earlier. And the first will be the scrub suit. Before you enter into the OT, you have to wear the scrub suit during the scrubbing. Yes, while hand washing, I said there are three zones, the zones which we have discussed last class. In earlier classes, we have discussed the restricted one, semi-restricted. Yes. Before
Yes,
entering
ma'am.
into the OT, we'll scrub our hands through the attire what we have, what we are come with the attire, what we have come from the home with the what dress. The same thing with the same dress, can we go and do a hand wash? Already the microorganisms will be in the dress. You have to wear a scrub suit. So scrub dress you will wear, and then you will do a scrubbing. Okay. Then you will wear after scrubbing. So after wearing a scrub suit, you will wear a surgical cap and face mask. Yep, you have seen, right, the surgical caps and the face mask. And you will wear the eye visor. Eye visor is nothing but the eye shield. Okay, then you will wear a shoes and protective wearing, like gown. There are two types of aprons, which is plastic one and a lead one. The plastic one apron, which we see in OT, the blue color one. You have seen that, right? And the lead apron refers to the, you have seen the image techniques like X-ray departments, how they wear the aprons, the transparent one, the shining one. It will be in a blue color, dark blue color. देखा है ना, X-ray departments में वो सब wear करते हैं. In order to avoid the radiations, we use this lead apron. Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The plastic
Yes,
apron
ma'am.
is nothing but the disposable one which we use in a normal OTs, the light blue one. Okay, and the lead apron is nothing but in the radiation therapies and all the X-rays departments and all those sections we can see this lead aprons. In order to avoid the radiations, we use this lead apron. Next, while doing the scrubbing, what things you have to keep in mind? The street cloths are not allowed while doing the scrubbing of your hand. The street cloth you should not wear. Okay, and the short sleeved cotton scrub suit to be allowed. Okay, you should wear a cotton short sleeved one. Okay, and the sleeve should be 4 inches from above the elbow. Why the sleeve should be 4 inches above the elbow during the scrubbing? Why? During the what is the surgical hand wash? From where to where you do the surgical hand wash? Yes.
To hand to
From hand to
under the elbow.
till the elbow you do the scrubbing, right? So because of that, here you should use the sleeve of 4 inches above the elbow. Okay. Then the same thing, the trouser you have to wear, and you should tuck in your shirts. And even you have seen the surgeons or the scrub person or the nurses who stay in OT, they do fold their trousers or the pants which they wear. Yes, in order to avoid the transport of bacteria. The bacteria should not get transferred from the floor to the skin or from floor to their attire. Okay, because of that, the trousers or the pant which are being worn by the nurses or the doctors, that will be folded one. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Next is the street shoes should not be it's not be allowed. Yes, street shoe, can you wear the same thing? Can you go enter into the OT? You can't, because
No, ma'am.
many microorganisms may enter into the OT by your shoes, right? So because of that, you should not wear that. And the close-ended shoes also will not be allowed. And the chappals and the shoe cover. And before entering, you will, if you go with the same shoe, at least you should have a shoe cover. Yes, you have seen the shoe cover, the same as hair mask.
Yes, ma'am.
That if you go with the same shoe also, at least the shoe cover has to be worn. Okay. And the surgical cap has to be covered completely. The hairs has to be covered by the surgical cap, and including the pierced earrings, face masks, all those things you have to wear before entering into the OT. Is that clear? Means these
Yes,
all are
ma'am.
the things, the shoes which I said, the shoes and the scrub. After hand doing the scrubbing, these are the things you have to wear. Okay. Can you, before scrubbing, can you wear the shoes and all? You should wear it. Then only you can go for a scrub. Okay. Once you wear, again you have to do a hand wash. One before entering, see, suppose now you have come from the home, you will wear a scrub suit, you will scrub your hands. Once you wear the OT attire, once you wear the OT dresses, all the masks, and then again you have to do a scrubbing. Is that clear? And these all are the areas, even we have discussed in a zones, the unrestricted area. In the unrestricted area, you can wear, you can come with a dress what you have worn. Okay. And the semi-restricted area, you should have a scrub attire. That is nothing but the scrub rooms, okay, where there will be a semi-restriction will be there. And the fully restricted area, the mask and the gown, everything will be. And the restriction area is nothing but the OT. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
And next is the scrubbing procedure, how you will do the scrubbing and what are the things you have to do before scrubbing. The nails brush for the nails, you should use the nail brush for the nails for scrubbing, and the water should be steadily flow. You should on the tap, and the water should be in a comfortable temperature, and hands above the level of elbow. Till the elbow, you will wash it. First, you will wash in a plain water, yes, then only you will use the antiseptic solution.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
that clear? Then cloth
Yes.
should be remain dry. That doesn't mean during hand washing till elbow you will wash and the whole dress will be wet. You should not do that. Okay. And next is the scrubbing. Do not include rinsing time. What did it mean? That means the till 2 seconds, till 2 to 5 seconds while you rub your hands. You should not rinse your hand before that. Until unless you completely scrub, then only you should rinse. That not means that if you take a little antiseptic solution and again you will rinse it off, again you will do, no. Once you take antiseptic solution in your hand, from elbow to hand, completely you will scrub it, then only you will go for a rinsing. Okay. After scrubbing, you will rinse it with the water, then you will wipe it off. Is that clear? And after
Yes,
the
ma'am.
scrubbing also, you know the procedure, right? After scrubbing also, you can't leave your hand down. You should not leave your hand downwards. You should lift your hands and keep. Okay, by folded hands, the elbow has to be elevated, and you should hold your hand with the folded hands. Okay, both the hands should be in a folded way, and you should not leave your hands down. Why? You might have studied
Because
this earlier also.
any timing touching any clothes.
Yes, the microorganisms or by touching the clothes, the microorganisms may enter. Because of that, we should not remove. We should not place our hand downwards. We'll keep in a elevated way. Okay, with the folded hands. The same thing with the hands and forearms. Apply antimicrobial solution. Keep the hands above the elbow at all times until unless you enter into the OT. Until unless you wear the gloves, you should elevate your hands and keep. Okay. And before scrubbing, what are the things you have to do? Can you wear all the jewelries and you go for a scrub?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Now, this is the reason why in a nursing colleges we ask you people not to wear any jewelries. Okay, because this is the practice you have to make from the college itself. Then only you can practice over there. So all the jewelry should be removed from the hands and the forearms in order to avoid the transfer of microorganisms, right? And the same thing, the fingernails, nail polish, nails has to be cut and nail polish has to be removed. Then if any cut in a in your body. Like you are a scrub nurse and you are a OT nurse. If you are entering into the OT, if you have any cuts, you have to cover it with any bandage or anything. Okay, because that may infect you also as well as the patient also. So you have to cover that, any open lesions. Okay, then after that, next you will open the gown and the gloves. Once you do the scrubbing, then only you will go and wear the gown as well as the gloves. These things you have seen the same thing, hand washing, all this in pre-scrub. What is the procedure? First is the palm to palm. Yes, these things we have studied in first year also, in a fundamental.
Yes, ma'am.
What is that? First palm to palm and palm over palm. Yes, you will do the interlocking. Then you will rotate your thumb. Then at last the fingers. Then you will go for the elbow. Is it understanding or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Next we will see this. This is the procedure of wearing the gloves or scrubbing. Okay, after scrubbing we'll wear the gloves. Next we'll see the gowning, how the gowning has to be done, what is the procedure of that. The process of wearing a special garment in order to control the particular contamination. Yes, to avoid the contamination only we wear the gowns, right? Or to show that we are in OT, we'll wear the gowns. Yes. Everyone is sleeping.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
This is the process of wearing garment in order to avoid the contamination of the body. We should not contaminate the patient. Because of that, we wear the gowns. Okay. What is the importance of gowning? Why we wear a gown? Because all the small microorganisms, it will not be visible in our naked eyes. Yes, no? Because of that, in order to not to transfer, we wear of the gown. If it is any microorganism present in our dress, it should not transfer to the other person. Because of that, once we enter into the OT, before entering, we will wear the gown. Okay, the fresh one, the sterile one we use and we will enter into the OT. And this is the gowning procedure. What we will do after the scrubbing, after the hand washing, then we'll take the gown, we'll open it. Yes, there is a procedure that upper part has to be opened first. Okay, upper part is nothing but the hands. Upper part will open first, then the lower part. Okay, then only we will wear the, first we will check the gown whether it is in a good condition, whether there is any tear in a gown. Okay, if there is any tear, you will not use it. If it is okay, then you will wear the gown. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Then once you put a gown with a gowns, after that you will wear a gloves. Then the same thing which I said, you will make your palms together and you will raise your elbow until unless the procedure starts. Yes. And soon after the procedure finish, what you will do? First remove the gown, or first you will remove the gloves. What you will remove first?
Gloves.
First you will remove the gloves, and in a bare hand you will touch the contaminated gown. Anyway, the gown will be disposed, right? That gown has to be disposed. Then why you want to touch the gown with a bare hand? First, you will remove the gown. Okay. Anyway, hand will be contaminated. The gown will be contaminated. So you will remove the gown first. Then you will remove the gloves. Then you will go for a hand wash. Is that clear? Got it? Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
What are the things we discussed? The gowning and the how you will do the scrubbing and how you will wear the gloves, how you will do the gowning and how you will dispose. And disposable, you know that where you have to segregate, yes? Where the cloths will be segregated, where you will put in a which color? You don't know waste management?
Yes, ma'am.
Where you will put the this contaminated gowns and gloves?
In red room. Red container. Red
Red
container.
container. What about the white? What is the white container used for? The people will not answer, I know. Yes. What is the white container used for? At least tell me the colors. What are the colors of containers we have for the waste disposal? Let's everyone unmute your videos.
Yellow, red, blue, black.
What does the yellow, in yellow, what is the use of yellow?
Gauze or any cotton pieces, cotton swab.
Okay. Then what about white?
White is the puncture-proof one used for the needles or syringes.
Okay. Next, black.
Disposable
Black. Tomorrow, everyone will go through the waste management. The color, what in what color, what has to be put, and what are the things we will put in a same color box. That you have to tell me tomorrow. Is that clear? Everyone should go through the waste management, and you should answer me tomorrow. As it is in the first year,
Okay, ma'am.
you should remember that. Tomorrow I will ask everyone individually. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Understood? Any doubt? Or we'll stop the class. Any doubt? No doubt. Understood
No,
everything?
ma'am.
Huh? Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.